I mean, yeah, I think I saw the ticket prices. I guess the only thing is, like, I'm surprised we're not playing at the United Center. I thought that would have been really good for the game and really good for all the women's basketball fans in Chicago. So maybe there's a conflict of some sort that I don't know about. Obviously, that's a little above my pay grade.
First time in history, WNBA games will be played in the United Center. The Chicago Sky will host the Indiana Fever at the UC on Saturday, June 7th, and on Sunday, July 27th. The highly anticipated games will feature Fever star Caitlyn Clark against the Sky's very own Angel Reese, the largest attendance at a Sky game ever.
Angel Reese truly believes that the audience is coming for her. So someone should give her a reality check, because this is pure comedy. The Chicago Sky just pulled the ultimate. If you can't beat them, join them move. And they're rushing to a larger venue since they know Caitlyn Clark fills arenas.
Of the hottest tickets in the WNBA, Caitlyn Clark coming back to the city that she owns, coming back to Chicago after Chicago gave her such a warm welcome last year. They threw Barbie night for Caitlyn Clark's arrival. They gave her pink towels. The fans were lined up on the side. She was signing autographs. How is Chicago going to welcome Caitlyn Clark this next year around? How are they going to top Barbie night in a 9,000 seat arena? Well, easy. We moved Barbie night to a 21,000 seat arena. Venue and date change. Our regular season games against the Chicago Sky are moving to the United.
Let's get this straight, then. Obviously, Angel Reese fans and their never-ending hallucinations are out there acting like this is some sort of Angel Reese effect. But let's be honest. If this was about Angel Reese, the Chicago Sky, the same team that could hardly fill a 10,000-seat arena on a good day, suddenly decide to upgrade to a 20,000-seat stadium because Caitlyn Clark is coming to town.
Chicago Sky have announced that they are moving arenas for Indiana's home game. Well, Indiana's road game, but Chicago's home game. This is the motion that the Indiana Fever / Caitlyn Clark.
While Angel Reese's fans are out here acting like their girl is selling out arenas, the only time Reese is playing in front of a packed house is when Caitlyn Clark is on the other side of the court. The reason why ticket prices are skyrocketing everywhere right now is because of Caitlyn Clark, who is the reason why people are paying NBA-level prices just to watch her play. The WNBA schedule didn't suddenly become more popular because of Angel Reese. Instead, they were fortunate enough to play against Clark.
Caitlyn Clark and Fever games getting moved to bigger venues on the road is normal at this point in time. We see it happen quite often whenever that Fever show comes to town. But in this case, it is interesting considering the opponent and considering the venue. The Fever's games against the Chicago Sky in Chicago, it was announced 2 of them, will be moving to the United Center. So that's significant in the sense of it will be the first games ever played by WNBA teams in the United Center. The game's on.
Chicago, the city, didn't give a damn when Sky won a title. But now that Caitlyn Clark is coming, they're rushing to make room for all the supporters. Sky has never been a must-watch team. You believe Chicago's front office came up one morning and said, "Wow, Angel Reese is such a draw. We need more seats, please." This isn't true for Sky supporters. Caitlyn Clark fans are doing the same thing to the WNBA, much like Michael Jordan made people watch the Bulls.
Move popular teams' games such as Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever to the United Center. They are moving teams such as Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever games to much larger venues. This is an article by Sports Illustrated titled Fever Sky 2025 Matchups Move to Larger Chicago Venue to Hold Over 20,000 Fans. After the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky matchups became some of the most watched WNBA games ever last season, partially due to the stardom of Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese, the Sky decided to move the 2025 matchups to the United Center instead of their home at Wintrust Arena. Clark pushed for the games to be moved to the United Center after a matchup last year, and now that wish has come true.
Let's discuss numbers. All of the league's Indiana Fever games are sold out, and the costs are skyrocketing. While Angel Reese's greatest claim to fame is that she was raped by Caitlyn Clark in college and is now riding the wave into the WNBA, Clark is booking arenas like she's Taylor Swift on tour. Fans of Reese talk a lot, but where's the proof that the Angel Reese games are sold out? Oh, no, they don't exist.
Well, it looks like the Chicago Sky have finally done what we've been asking for, which was to schedule the games against the Fever at the United Center. And also, in case you weren't already aware, the United Center is the biggest basketball arena in the country. Both home games against the Fever have been scheduled at the United Center. I know the specific flyer just says June 7th, but the July 27th one is also there. I'm very excited about this personally. I know the energy in there is finna be freaking crazy. I'm definitely going to try to make it out there for at least one of these damn games. I'll definitely keep y'all updated on which one I decide.
And let's be honest about the Chicago Sky, who are here to claim their biggest fame when Clark steps on their court. That's why they're expanding to a larger stadium, not for Reese or the Sky, but for Caitlyn Clark. The front office of the Sky saw those ticket sales and said, yeah, we need more space, but let's give Angel Reese fans some credit. They're out here claiming that Reese is the reason the WNBA is booming, but in reality, she's just another player in Clark's highlight reel. If Reese was truly that big of a deal, why didn't Chicago expand their stadium earlier? Why weren't they selling out games last year?
Folks, last year, the Indiana Fever were in Chicago, and a lot of us were asking, why aren't they putting this in the big arena? Are they really that stubborn that they're ready to just turn away dollars just for a narrative? Seems as if they got their end of their year report, looked at the bottom line and said, you know what? Slam shut. In 2025, we're going to be in the United Center. Maybe some of the...
Then let's discuss the implications of the on-court. As a walking high highlight, Clark is transforming the game, shattering records, inspiring her teammates, and making the Fever a must-have to watch television when Clark talks. She backs it up, but when Angel Reese talks, she ends up on a meme. The truth is that Caitlyn Clark just gave them their biggest paycheck in years, and their fans should be on their knees, thanking her for that. Without her, the stadium expansion would never have happened, and no one would be talking about Chicago. Sky Basketball used to be just another struggling team hoping that someone would take attention. But now they get to act like they are important.
The ripple effect of Caitlyn Clark is lifting all boats.
I feel like she's changing the game of WNBA. She's raising that bar so that there's going to be other athletes growing up. They're going to try to strive to be like her, be better. It's going to just make the league better.
I also think.
However, this goes beyond Angel Reese and the Chicago SCY. There's a pattern here. The Mystics owner, who had the audacity to publicly criticize Caitlyn Clark for being just another player, instead quietly moved their games to a larger stadium because, guess what? Caitlyn Clark is the one making money off of her fame. It's almost as if they don't want to acknowledge that the Caitlyn Clark effect exists until their bank accounts tell them otherwise. The Mystics went from acting as though they didn't care about Caitlyn Clark to actually upgrading their venue to accommodate all the fans who came to see her. They could have at least acted consistent when your rent is due. But no, the hypocrisy was simply too great. Additionally, the media would claim that Caitlyn receives too much attention 1 minute, then cover every game she plays because, well, she is the only reason people watch.
To this. So last night we read Time magazine where Caitlyn Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have? Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings.
And the Fever letting it be known what was happening. They're going to say, see ya there, see ya there. Now, the Indiana Fever stated venue change, a regular season game on May the 28th, on September 7th at the Washington Mystics are moving to CFG Arena in Baltimore, bruh. So as y'all can see here, say game location change, CFG Bank Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. CFG Bank Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. Somebody said, could it be the Mystic owner doesn't want the Caitlyn Clark shine to be seen again?
While Angel Reese is still trying to persuade people to spend $100 on a ticket, Caitlyn Clark is breaking records, shattering expectations, and selling out arenas faster than a Taylor Swift concert. The Indiana Fever's first game with Clark sold out in less than an hour, and it's now impossible to find a ticket for less than $700. Meanwhile, in Chicago, even though Reese's squad is essentially giving away tickets like a Walmart clearance sale, no one is purchasing. When Caitlyn Clark arrived at the WNBA, she made it a must-watch television in order to enter the building in the entire state. People are rushing to find seats, and resellers are charging rent. Money Off Indiana is buzzing Chicago Sky, but they couldn't even pay anyone to sit in those empty seats. For the price of a fast food combination meal, you could probably get a courtside seat, a complimentary dinner, and an autograph ball from Angel Reese herself. The excitement is genuine. Not only is Caitlyn Clark attracting admirers, but she is also attracting national attention, advertisers, and celebrities. Angel Reese in Skies is still pleading for people to come, like a dejected high school prom committee who misjudged their popularity. Whereas Indiana Fever social media is thriving, jersey sales are through the roof, and every game she plays is a massive event.
Now, Fever Iowa, those tickets sold out in under an hour. Here it says 40 minutes. I saw somewhere 42 minutes, but very, very quickly, let's just put it at that. Reseller, $568 to $2,010 per ticket. The Sky at LSU, as you can see here, and I think this was this morning when I saw this, so it might be a little different, but 62% still available. Ticket prices I saw where someone else put you could get them for $28. Here you can see $20 to $60. Huge, huge difference in the motion of these two.
When Caitlyn Clark on the court, she creates history on all levels. Angel Reese offers justifications. Thousands of people line up in a frenzy to watch Clark shoot a warm-up three raise during her maiden WNBA game. She's out there attempting to persuade people that if they would just give her a chance, true basketball fans would value her. Caitlyn Clark is referred to as a box office. The entire basketball world is watching her, and she has charisma and game.
It's a preseason game. This is a preseason game, and it's sold out in about 10 seconds. Like, there was a 10% chance if you tried to buy them, you could get them, which is mad. Which is absolute madness. And obviously, look, it's Caitlyn Clark going back to Iowa to play where her jersey was retired. Like, that's always going to happen. And if you guys did not see it, look at the price of these tickets. This is like right after the tickets went on sale. So no good seats. $1,142 for a not very good seat. I'm guessing 10 grand minimum courtside to go see Caitlyn Clark.
You got the Atlanta Dream owner talking to the Minnesota Lynx owner, talking to the Seattle Storm owner, talking to the guys. I'm telling you, when Caitlyn Clark comes to town, put it in the big arena because she is box office and it is going to be big money. Not even just the ticket sales, merchandise sales, concession stands. Parking. Dude, they are racking in money from every area when Caitlyn Clark comes to town. So, of course, the Chicago Sky, oh, fine. I guess I'll milk that.